I gaze into the depths of the future, I see that you will lead a life of ease and affluence. If you comply with our wishes.
In other words, you want me to sell my country's military secrets to a foreign espionage ring. Like most criminals, you're clumsy and stupid.
You use harsh terms, Mr. Byrne. Nothing has been said of bribery. Your former connection with Henry Weston, the inventor, makes it possible for you to render us a slight service, for which we're willing to pay.
I have no information to sell, but I have plenty to give to the police.
That is a fine patriotic plan, Mr. Burns. It is unfortunate you will not live to carry it out.
Death is the fourth in the series known as the Black Widow murders, because the poison used is similar to the venom of the well-known spider.
The police just aren't getting anywhere. What's the Clarion doing about it?
I've engaged Steve Colt. If anybody can solve the mystery, he can.
Steve Colt, the mystery writer?
Exactly. Colt is not only a well-known writer of mystery stories, but is also a student of criminology. His fiction detective, Rodman Crane, is one of the most able...
Boy, Steve Colt and Rodman Crane know who done it before the story even starts.
Yes.
Stephen Colt to see Mr. Walker.
Send him in. Glad you're here, Colt.
Thanks.
Meet Joyce Winters, one of my best reporters. She's been covering the Black Widow murder mysteries.
Hello, Miss Winters.
How do you do? The chief expects great things of you.
Joyce will be able to help you with your reports to the Clarion.
My first story is going to be about Stephen Colt.
You better keep my name out of it for the present. The important thing is that people are being killed. We've got to find out who's doing it and why. Did you get me that information we talked about?
All I could get. Burns' landlady was the last one to see him alive. He left the house in a taxi. Another Black Widow murder. A man named Meggs found dead.
Get me a full report. Also a picture of Burns. I've got to find that cab driver.
I've got pictures of Burns. Come on.
See you later.
Sure, I remember him.
Where'd you take him?
He got out at 4th and Main.
Did he say where he was going?
No, he didn't say much of anything that made sense. I think he had a few marbles missing. When I asked who does he think will win the Kentucky Derby, he says, ask me tomorrow. I'll know everything then. Sort of screwy.
Thanks very much.
Which has baffled the police. And Stephen Colt, the well-known writer of detective fiction, will investigate the killings on behalf of the Clarion.
This I gotta see. A storybook gumshoe trying to find us.
Well, what would Detective Rodman Crane do now?
Well, he'd probably show the picture of Burns to all the regular denizens of the neighborhood. Shoeshine artists, barbers. What was it Burns said to that cab driver?
I don't remember. Something... Oh, I know. He said he'd know everything tomorrow.
Correct. He was going to look into the future.
There you are. Here's your card. Send for as many pictures as you want. A quarter apiece. A quarter apiece. Here's your card, folks. Send for as many pictures as you like. A quarter apiece.
Yes, Blinky?
There's a guy on the way upstairs with a cute cookie.
Thank you, Blinky. How do you do? You come to Sombra to learn of the future?
We're interested in the past, not the future.
I'll handle this, Miss Winters. I was wondering if you've ever seen this man.
I'm sorry, I do not recognize the gentleman. He might have been here, but so many come and go, both the living and the dead. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
You're very kind. I regret I cannot help you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Blinky, that was Steve Colt. Watch them. Turn up the volume.
Yes, Sombra. Have a card,
Hey, you take pictures here every day?
I sure do.
Ever take one of this man?
I might have. I take pictures here of everybody. Never look at them, just snap the camera.
Oh, by the way, I might as well get the one you took of us a few minutes ago. Have you still got the card?
Why, sure.
Come on, Joyce. We've got a date with Mr. Carter.
Go to Carter's. Get all of Blinky's film. This man Colt is dangerous.
There you are, Mr. Colt. These are all of Blinky's negatives. I hope they help you solve the case.
I'll solve your case. Get your hands up. I'll take that film.
Looks like a washout, Sherlock.
Wrong again, my dear Watson. Take a look at the men in the background shaking hands. That one on the right is Burns.
You're right, Steve. It certainly is Burns. Wait a minute. How about the other man? Where's that clipping with Meg's picture? That's the man. Burns is shaking hands with Meggs, the latest victim of the Black Widow gang.
That cinches it. Now this thing begins to form a pattern. Get me the lowdown on every one of them. Friends, families, various occupations, names of employers, everything.
I'll get my people on it right away.
Hey, it's about time for my latest scoop. Do you want to hear it?
Okay.
Which is the latest development on the Black Widow murders. Stephen Colt, investigator for the Clarion, has discovered an important clue, which he hopes will bring him in direct contact with the murder gang.
Did you turn that story in?
Well, you have to have news. That's what you're hired for.
It's a good thing you aren't in the Army, or you'd be shot for giving information to the enemy.
And on Colt's first day on the scene, he proves to be as able and clever as his famous fiction prototype, Rodman Crane.
You said a mouthful, brother.
I told you he'd be dangerous.
But stupid, or he would not permit his movements to be broadcast.
It's my father, Hitomu. Go quickly. Welcome, Father. Do you bring us a message?
I grow impatient, Sombra. Each moment of delay endangers our plan for world conquest. In every nation, scientists are seeking frantically for a device to combat this new atomic power.
As yet without success.
Quite true. As yet. But before they do, we must strike the first decisive blows. Sombra, you have not yet secured Henry Weston's formula for the fuel of his atomic rockets.
Weston has been closely guarded. However, I have devised a plan which cannot fail to put it into my hands.
Execute your plan at once. I shall wait for the report of your success.
Hitomu orders that we strike at Henry Weston at once. Is the mask of his secretary ready?
Yes, madam. The mask and the wig.
Get them.
Mr. Weston's laboratory.
This is Western Union. We have a telegram from Miss Ruth Dayton.
Well, this is Ruth Dayton. Would you read it, please?
Arriving Union Station, 2 o'clock. Meet me. Important. Signed, Aunt Nellie. Will you repeat it, please?
Arriving Union Station, 2 o'clock. Meet me. Important. Signed, Aunt Nellie. Thank you.
As simple as that. You know what to do.
Right.
The mask and the wig, Madame Sombra.
I hope your aunt isn't bringing any bad news.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing like that. Bye.
Goodbye.
Scream all you want to now. No one will hear you.
Who are you? What is this place?
As far as Mr. Weston is concerned, I'm his secretary, Ruth Dayton.
You mean that you hope to impersonate me? But that's preposterous. In spite of your disguise, your voice alone would betray you. That's preposterous. In spite of your disguise, your voice alone would betray you.
Bring her in here, Ward. I need her clothes.
Well, that's the story. Michael Burns was formerly a guard at the first atomic bomb experiments in which Henry Weston participated.
Milton Meggs, the cook, had once been employed by Weston. And Lana Larson had been his housekeeper.
Exactly. 5 people formerly employed by or connected with Henry Weston are murdered with the same poison.
You still don't know why.
You should read columns in the paper other than your own.
Then we should go see Weston at once.
Not we, I. And for heaven's sake, Walker, keep this out of the paper and off the radio. And keep her in your office.
All right. Go ahead.
Ruth, no bad news from your aunt, I hope.
Oh, no. She gave me some valuables to take care of. I wonder if I could keep them in your safe.
Why, yes, of course, my dear.
Thank you.
Get your hands up, Weston.
Ruth, what's the meaning of this?
We need your rocket fuel formula. Get over there. Gag him. Put him behind that screen. I'll see who it is.
I'd like to see Mr. Weston.
I'm sorry he isn't in right now.
When will he be in?
Not before tomorrow.
Stop that girl. She's got the formula for my rocket fuel.
Ward, you better radio Slade. He's gaining on us.
Ward calling Slade.
Ward calling Slade.
Ward calling Slade.
Come in, Ward.
We're getting close to your corner. Take care of the guy that's following us.
I got it.